In Brighton, we are in the second year of our 21st Century Classroom pilot, where teachers and students have increased access to mobile learning technology to support their learning. The goal of this project is to emphasize the 4 C's of the 21st century skills: collaboration, communication, creative problem solving, and critical thinking in all classrooms across the district. During the pilot, we are also learning about the effect of the classroom organization and furniture on learning. Some of our pilot participants are in their second year designing classrooms and learning experiences focused on the 21st century skills, while other teachers are in their first year in the pilot program. We visited a number of classrooms across the district and talked to the innovative pilot teachers and students about their experiences. At Council Rock Primary School, Robin Ackerman's second graders are using 21st century technology to extend the classroom outside the confines of the building itself.
Our class has been using the iPads this year. We're part of the pilot program, and we are working to establish our portfolio for parents using the Seesaw app. So we'll upload things that we're doing throughout the day, whether it's pictures or videos or work that the students have done, and we can push it out to parents immediately. And so parents have enjoyed seeing their students work, whether it's in math. I will put some of our worksheets on Seesaw, and we'll use the pen tool right on the iPad instead of using pencil and paper, just to try something different. And then we can send it home before they get there. And when they get home, their parents can talk about the math that they did during the day. I've used it as a way to sort of show parents what the directions will be for students when they get home. I did have a parent respond one day when I sent home a video of reading a new book, and she sent back immediately, "You just made my day. I really needed this today."
When everyone at home saw this, they thought it was really cool.
As a parent of a child in this program, I've appreciated the link that it gives to me and my daughter throughout the day. I appreciate the technology being used and that I'm able to see what she's working on. It makes my day better to get a text on my phone or to check my email and be able to see a project she's working on, because I don't feel like I'm able to come help in the classroom as much as I would like to. So this is a great way to be connected and feel some interaction.
Well, one of the exciting things I can share about the collaboration between home and school, not in an academic sense, but one of our students lost her very first tooth, and we took a picture right away, and she recorded her voice saying, "Guess what? I lost my tooth." And within 5 minutes, her whole family had responded back saying, "Thank you for sharing this with us. It was so exciting to see her." And they even sent a voice recording back saying, "Congratulations."
I really like using this. It's fun to share with my family.
Using technology to enhance writing skills in Maureen Jeffrey's class has students working with the tablets in creative ways.
So the app our class is using is called Book Creator, and the students are using that app in order to create a book about a small moment that they've thought of. It really is taking the place of a traditional writing task where they'd be using lined paper and pencil.
It's like a Goosebumps story. I watch Goosebumps a lot, so I kind of made it like a Goosebumps story.
By using this app, students are really able to go above and beyond what they would typically create with paper and pencil. Writing is a really intensive task at this grade level, but once we give them the iPad, Book Creator also allows them then to write more, be more creative, and really take their ideas to a new place that they might not if they were using paper and pencil. Having the iPad cart as a part of our classroom has really increased independence within the students. They are using apps outside of Book Creator like Seesaw and different math reinforcement apps on their own. So it really opens up options for them and gives them the ability to take more ownership in what they do. This is what their lives are going to be like as they move through school. They're not going to be writing essays in college by hand. They're going to be asked to demonstrate their thinking in new and innovative ways, and by teaching them the ways to go about doing that at an early age, really, I feel, is giving them that expectation and the tools for success later in school.
The mobility of the iPad technology made it possible for Mary Dubois' 5th grade class at French Road to turn an average day into a field trip.
What better way for students to learn about types of clouds than to go outside and take photographs of clouds themselves, and then take what they've learned from the textbook and our research in class to learn how to identify them. Using the iPads have been our field trip of the day, going out in the field. They choose what they're taking pictures of and bring creativity to what normally would be a rather boring task. The 21st century thinking goes far beyond any worksheet where they would look at a drawing of a cloud. Now they can identify clouds by actually going outside themselves.
Daily use of iPads in Mary Ann Pettit's 4th grade class helps to teach the students how they can utilize technology, working on a variety of topics across multiple apps.
Having these iPads in the classroom has been very exciting. I have noticed quite a few things change within the students. They become more tech savvy, they become more creative, and they just explode with knowledge and creativity.
We did a habitat project, and we chose the Atlantic Ocean food chain habitat. And what's good about the iPads is you have a planning page where you can do your entire food chain. The iPads have been a really challenging and fun thing to do in class.
A big advantage of having the iPads in this classroom for the 21st Century Pilot is the level of individuality that the kids have. They can work at their own pace, they can work at their own level. The collaboration that comes from it is outstanding. I've seen a lot of growth just from that.
Let's say you're working on multiplication, you could go here, or division, subtraction, addition. We're working on geometry, so we go here.
The iPad has become an educational tool for these students. They're able to tie different apps together and make meaningful decisions on their learning and what they produce and their assignments. It's been a great thing to have in the classroom.
In the 12 Corners Middle School Library, the addition of Surface Pro computers has given teachers an additional resource to use with their students.
Being part of that 21st Century program has given us an opportunity for increased collaboration. It's a partnership between the teacher and the librarian. Now that we have these devices, we're much more able to get collaborative projects organized and scheduled because I know I have devices to be able to teach with.
I've learned a lot about the Surface Pros, and I've been able to use them for researching ancient Egypt.
Having these to use has been great because it helps me get research and it helps me finish projects faster.
I love how there's like a cart right there, so if we need it to do research, we can grab a pass, go to the library, and use the computer.
Much of what we do with kids revolves around digital use of information. We want kids to have experiences with lots of different information types.
I found that using these has helped me because there's a lot to search from.
We're doing ancient Egypt, and I'm doing Egyptian gods.
The other thing is that kids are becoming more fluent, I think, as time passes. And at this point, all I have to do is put something on the board that says log on and go to the library's website, and bingo, they all are able to do that independently. It really has been great watching these kids learn with this new technology. They're completely jazzed. I've had phone calls from parents asking me about what devices I'm using because their son or daughter might want one. I think it's just helped kids. You know, they're becoming more literate digitally, and that's really where we're headed.
Danielle Administrators students have the advantage of the one-to-one program and have found ways to utilize technology to communicate on projects outside of class.
I'm fortunate enough to work on Team 8-3, which is in its second year of piloting the one-to-one with the students. It's helped us to become a paperless classroom. All of their notes, all of their assignments, everything is done in there. There's no need for them to carry textbooks, paper, or anything of the like. It's allowed us to really stretch the walls of our classroom. The students can work and brainstorm and plan together, and they can also go home and continue their work on it, and their friends at home can see it in real time or when they get back onto the page at a later time. At this latest point, they've figured out how to use Skype to help each other collaborate outside of the classroom and complete assignments.
So for Skype, we always chat about how we can meet up 10th period and maybe physically meet each other, but we also remind each other that we have to do some work.
One of the things that we all try to be really conscious of with the technology is using it not just as a substitution, but to improve learning and to broaden the students' horizons. And we've even been able to use Skype to bring in an author we otherwise would have not been able to meet with.
This technology allowed us to Skype the author, which is really cool. And it was really a fun experience because we were able to
hear the opinions that the author had, and we were able to actually see the author, so that was really unique and interesting, and we wouldn't have been able to do that without this technology.
One of the greatest parts of this experience is it's pushed me as an educator to think about how I incorporate the technologies, and that's a constant thought. What is the purpose of this assignment? The purpose of the assignment has an academic goal, and the instructional technology helps us to meet that academic goal.
I really like using the tablets because I'm a fairly unorganized person and I lose my homework a lot. So it helps me stay organized.
The tablet is really cool. It allows you to get more stuff done, sometimes in a shorter amount of time.
It makes life a lot easier because you don't have to carry around a million folders and lose papers.
Over the last year and a half, we've had the opportunity to see how the students have really taken ownership of the tablets, and I've seen students use the technology in their other classes beyond their core classes already. It's really transformed teaching and learning in my classroom.
So the good thing about having a pen and a keyboard is that it offers a wide variety of ways that you can keep track of your stuff and also pay attention in class and take notes.
I can easily see this one-to-one impacting all areas through the secondary level as students bring what they're discovering to technology classes, foreign language classes, art classes, and their core classes as well.
At the high school, a group of students known as the Genius Barons spend time in the library helping other students with technology issues.
Genius Barons is an organization of students working during their free periods to help support other students using technology.
Being able to do collaborative work online, I've used it already with group projects, is just being able to go and everybody sign into the same PowerPoint, share the PowerPoint with somebody and work on it all at the same time.
We have new Surface 3 tablets in the library this year. Students are using them all of the time, working on projects, doing research, homework, anything school related.
And the fact that these are available to us definitely says something about the district and it's how it is with technology.
The Genius Barons are here to help provide support to students if they get stuck using the tablets or using something, a program or an app, helping them troubleshoot or give them ideas on how to be more successful as students and work better.
Let's say there is someone who is working on a desktop for whatever reason, and they don't have, their computer is not able to be used for Googling or whatever. We can use our own surfaces to go over to them and be able to help on stuff too. It's really kind of cool.
When the Genius Barons meet, we discuss new apps and technology, and they're reading and collecting information and becoming immersed in different programs and apps, and then posting them on our collaborative notebook so that we can all learn from each other. And eventually this content will be provided or accessible to all the students and teachers at Brighton High School, kind of a big collection of notebook of technology knowledge. It's a great bunch of students, and I'm so proud of what we've all accomplished in the short time that we've been working together.
Brighton Schools would like to thank the students and teachers in our innovative pilot classrooms for their pioneering efforts as we continue to learn and grow together. Through their hard work and can-do attitude, we look forward to continuing to explore the role of technology as we endeavor to foster collaboration, communicate effectively, think critically, and solve problems creatively in our 21st century classrooms.